Hello, my name's Gabe Loomis. I'm 19 and I'm from Downers Grove, Illinois. So, start with this story, I guess we have to go back to my earlier days. I was at a Catholic school, so we're talking like kindergarten to third grade, and during that time I was struggling academically, and that even led to my teachers thinking I had ADHD. Well, after passing a test with flying colors, that led me to public school, where my life sort of started to form, and my personality developed, and then all kind of happened around 6th grade. Puberty was starting to set in, boys, someone grows ball in their hair, and, suddenly they gotta man up and kind of change how they were, break apart from the friends that they know they probably won't stick with. And that's what happened with me. I lost a really good friend, probably one of my best friends I ever had. We're talking like every single day, we'd be chilling out. That was really rough for me, and that was a tough time, and that led to a lot of isolation. And then round about sophomore year is when things kind of took a turn, and my emotions came out a bit. There was a senior, I worked in the radio department, so predominantly we were in the lunchroom specific days playing music, and these kids were not happy with the music selection. Insults were coming out left and right, and it led to a week of it just kind of gnawing at me for a bit. Usually things don't bother me, I don't let them bother me, but it led to a point where I got festered up. I snapped for a moment and slugged the kid right in the face, and that led to a little bit of issue with law enforcement, and basically a baseline deal of you can't get into another fight again, otherwise your ass is out of high school, good luck, and you'll be repeating a few years if this happens. So I kept a relatively clean record. I didn't do anything bad up until around, I want to say, the midpoint of my senior year. For whatever reason, I decided to get into another fight. This kid was talking shit a lot, notorious shit talker, and I don't know why I decided to do it, but I decided to kind of test him and put his money where his mouth is. Here's a circle of kids, and here I am, and I take off my glasses, the gloves come off, and we get into the fight, and I wasn't there. This pent-up rage that I could have used wasn't there. I didn't have this reinforcing anger to help me with the fight, and that affected me, and that led to me getting hit a lot. And I wasn't really bothered. I didn't really feel anything because you have adrenaline going. When you're getting slugged in the face, you don't really feel it, and I just couldn't get it. I couldn't process what was going on. That led to me getting hit a lot. And, it got to a point where I couldn't even get my body to move. I was trying to process what was going on. And this kid eventually got me on the ground, started pounding the shit out of me. And in that instant, it kind of came back to me in that moment, this rage, this festering anger that I had. I snapped. I reached for the kid's throat, and he's punching me, but I could feel his punches starting to fade as, oxygen left the system there for a moment. And I got up, I got him in a chokehold, and this kid was pulling like clumps of hair out of my head, but I didn't feel it. I was so focused and dead set on choking this kid out. But I decided to have some sense of moral justice, and I'm like, I'll let him get up, let it be a fair fight. And I left that fight with a loss of confidence. I left feeling weak, and it really destroyed me emotionally for a bit. My friends weren't even really there to support me, and that kind of turned into some reinforcement that later that summer I would sort of gain to want to get into better shape for one of many reasons, but also at some point, which I'm hoping to pursue in the near future, to kind of better myself in terms of self-defense.